like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose, make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiler boys, y'all better keep your...
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They start the drive with Cook. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only lost to 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here this Thanksgiving holiday 2022. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Stevenson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Tucker was all too aware that this goes to the end zone. He's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
They'll run with Stevenson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down at the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
But you know what the book says? You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a long-time vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. And Folk's kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership. But leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with the W.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action. Cousins. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing again on second down. Jones under pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
10 3-yard score after one here on EA Sports. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. With a lead to a 4th down. Jake Bailey on down the punt here on 4th down. Return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Play action now. Cousins. That'll be caught. Rager with it. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Cousins to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Here's Jones on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2nd and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On second down, this is Harris. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. And Folk's kick is good.
And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 27, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
So he gets caught trying to extend the play, and he ends up watching them score on an interception instead.
And what's the old proverb, Brandon? Discretion is the better part of valor. Certainly a prize here. You have to admire what he tried to do, extending the play and trying to make something happen. But he definitely needed discretion. Throw it away, run it, do anything other than throw that pick 6.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Left side, Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And some room to work. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking the field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5. And wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Big play there for Minnesota. 73 yards. So barely time to catch your breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Cook up the gut. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows. Is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Cousins on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 10 now from the 27. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones to throw on third down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the
that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it. He shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Cousins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll run with Cook. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
They try again with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal for Cousins. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the short field to get in for 6. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
In motion, the tight end.
Hey, no, he's easy. Hey, we're good, we're good.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
25 yards that time.
First down,
Looking to throw. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Jones. That's caught by Myers. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Here's Stevenson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good job. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Folks, kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Nwangu now from his end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 3rd down, Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there. Very nice 3rd down conversion.
The kind of game he's had so far, I had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open Natty's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing is Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On the draw is Stevenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they start at their own 7.
So far this season, and the cap of the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Trying to bust out that losing funk, and these fans have to like this out there, fellas. This is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And it really came together with a good week of practice.
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
past midfield. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 143 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. The numbers throwing the football just now trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
We haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On
play action. Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson. Great effort there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, throw left side, complete. That's Parker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on all the throws.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins here to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. A.J. Boye with a pick. That one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line able to keep the leverage, able to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with it. Football, it's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Throwing here, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. From 17 yards out.
And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they will take a knee here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open man is Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share